What is cell differentiation? Cell differentiation is where your cells, such as stem cells, which have no specific programming, go and they change into another cell, like a neuron, or let's say a skin cell or bone cell. Alright, now let's delve deeper into this. Let's say you have this stem cell. This stem cell isn't going to be becoming any like neurons or anything like that until your body needs one. Like, let's say your brain starts to develop because you're turning the age of that. Well, stem cells will then start becoming neurons. When you're a baby, you have a lot of stem cells because they haven't become anything yet. Also, when you're a baby, or when you're a fetus inside your mother's womb, then you're going to have a whole lot of stem cells because you aren't even born yet. They're still becoming things like your stomach, your heart, your lungs. No, I'm getting off task here. Anyway, cell differentiation is basically when stem cells become neurons, skin cells, bone cells. So, let's say you have a skin cell right here. Well, this skin cell won't become anything else. It's going to stay skin cell for as long as it's a part of your body. But this stem cell right here could become the skin cell. Understand? What is the main purpose of cell differentiation? Cell differentiation and its purpose is to provide living organisms with the cells that they need to survive. So let's say you get an ulcer. Well, that ulcer will heal up, right? So here's your stomach. Right? That ulcer, which would be right here or whatever, that will heal up because after a while, cell differentiation takes place when stem cells start to take place of those stomach cells. Those stem cells will become stomach cells and they'll heal up your ulcer. But you gotta be careful because there's also a chance that your stem cells won't know when to stop becoming stomach cells, and then you could get a tumor. Now keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now when that happens, that's called cancer. But I'm not going to get into that right now because that's off topic. Let's say that you have a big open gash. Well, that gash, it's going to scab up. When it scabs up, it means that it is going to start healing. Now, by healing, I mean there's going to be cell differentiation taking place because when your skin scabs up, it's trying to rebuild the skin. Now, that means that your stem cells are going to start turning into skin cells. And that is how you get healed up. Because you don't just have skin cells waiting to be pushed to the top out of the skin cells. No, you have like stem cells all around your body, and they start getting created all throughout your life so that when you get cuts and stuff, you can scab up and you can heal up. Now the scabbing, that is caused by blood platelets. It's a different time for that, so I'm going to leave it there. What is a stem cell? A stem cell is a cell that becomes all your other cells. So this cell will become your skin cells. It becomes your bone cells. It will also become things like muscles, tendons, ligaments, anything like that, so that you can keep on growing and so that you can heal yourself when you are hurt. Why are stem cells important to current day medicine? Stem cells are important to current day medicine because stem cells, which, as I already told you, can become other cells, could help us cure things like paralysis, when you get paralyzed, or Like, sometimes they could even cure cancer because you could fill them with your DNA and you could use them to replace the cancerous cells. So, remember that stomach diagram? Well, that cancerous cell, that would get turned back into normal cells. So you'll have a regular stomach, you won't have cancer anymore, which would be a very, very big breakthrough. What does a neuron look like? This is what a neuron looks like. As you can see, neurons have this big blob in the middle, but then they have very long, very thin, like lines coming from them. These are what connect the neurons to each other. Now they will stop eventually, so let's say this is a neuron. The lines eventually stop. Alright, so here's another neuron. Its lines aren't going to be touching this one's. So the transmitters, what they do is they take the information and it jumps to this bridge really, really quickly. That's where all these flashes of light are. This is information traveling in between neurons. Where is the neuron found? Your neurons are located all over the brain and spinal cord. Now, there's a lot of them, and I'm going to tell you about how much is in the brain and the spinal cord. For 100 billion of them are located inside the brain and the spinal cord. That's a lot. It's not counting everything inside the rest of your head, your spine. Well, yeah, the spine, but not the rest of your back, your arms, and your legs. Functions of the neuron. Neurons. Yes, that is a very bad drawing of a neuron. Whatever. Receive messages from all over the body. They receive them from taste buds, they receive them from your skin, from your bladder, things like that. Now, when the neurons receive this message, they take it and they decode it, and then they take that decoded message and they send it to another part of the brain, and then that part of the brain decodes it and turns it into things that we can actually, we actually know. So the neurons right here, they go and they send the decoded message over to this part of the brain, or whatever part of the brain. I know it's somewhere around here. And then that brain, and then those neurons over there, they turn it into plain pleasure. They turn it into like bitter tastes, and they make it so that something tastes salty or sweet. You get what I'm saying? So these neurons turn it into message. These neurons make you react to that message. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.